the channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're talking about how to use social media to grow your travel agency. I know Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest. Oh my. There are so many platforms. Where do you even get started if this is not your forte, or if you haven't had a business that you needed to have in social media before? We're going to talk about all of it today. So if you want to learn the biggest mistakes to avoid when implementing a social media strategy, if you want to learn what the top 3 converting social media platforms are, if you want to learn how to use social media to grow your travel business, then keep on watching. All right, guys, welcome back. So before we get started, I want to remind you, don't forget to go over to YouTube and like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you get all of our amazing content. We have videos that come out every single week that are tips and training and advice to help you with your growing travel businesses. So let's get started. By the way, if you're new here, you probably don't know who I am. My name is Cyndi Williams. I started in the travel industry over 25 years ago. I've run 6- and 7-figure businesses for over a decade. I own and operate my own award-winning travel agency, and I'm also the CEO of Careers on Vacation that teaches people just like you how to launch, grow, and supersize their travel businesses all over the world. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're new, just type new in the comments if you don't mind. I would love to say hello and welcome you personally to our community. So guys, today we're discussing using social media to grow your travel business. How do you do that? What should you do? Where do you even start? I want to start by saying social media is an amazing tool to help you grow your business if you know how to leverage it in the right way. And let me start by asking a question. What social media platforms is your business on? Not so much are you on every day, but what social media platforms is your business, or are your businesses, if you're, obviously there's more than one person watching, what ones are they on right now? Tell me below in comments. That also helps us create more content for you in the future. But I would love to understand where you guys are putting your efforts on social media so we can help you even more. And by the way, if you came across this video and you're like, who is this lady talking about travel? I want to be a travel agent. I want to start a travel business. If you're thinking about getting into the industry, I want to tell you about a free resource. We have a great free masterclass called the 5 shifts to a 6-figure travel business and beyond. We were getting so many questions, you guys, on social media about how do I start? What should I do? That webinar will really help. That masterclass will help give you all of the information on what you need to think about if the industry is even for you, and the different ways, because there's different ways to get into the industry and not every way is right for everyone. But you can grab a free seat by using the link that you see on screen, careersonvacation.com/masterclass. I'll also pop it in the description of the video down below. So check that out if you are an aspiring travel professional. And of course, you're welcome to keep on watching too. So let's start, guys, by talking about what mistakes you need to avoid. These are things when we work with a new client in our Careers on Vacation Mastermind program. We will do an assessment to understand what their online assets are, and sometimes we see some very common mistakes that are causing people to not be as effective as they could be in the social media space. One of those things is trying to do them all. Right? I got to have a Twitter and a Snapchat and an Instagram and a TikTok and a Facebook and a YouTube and all the things, right? But you go to their Twitter and they haven't updated it in 6 months. Or they're not checking their comments, or they go to YouTube and they've only had one video and it's been 3 years. Guys, I'm here to tell you it is better to do a couple of platforms really well than try to do everything and just have your toe in the water of each platform. So just don't try to do them all. It's almost impossible to do them all unless you have like an entire machine and an entire team behind you. I know you're going to say, well, Cyndi, you're on all the things. I am, but I also have an entire team you guys don't see behind the scenes. And we're considered the marketing experts in the travel industry. So we have to be on them all because we're testing. I pay thousands of dollars, over 6 figures a year, to professionals and experts to test different things in different marketing places. Social media is one of those. to find out what is working and converting the hottest and the best for our industry. And that I take that knowledge that I pay all that money for, and then I package it and I give it away in our programs that when our clients work with us. So I can say, here's what works, all of the things. So, but if you're just starting up and you don't have a big budget, don't feel like you have to be everywhere or be all things to all people. Pick one or two to start and grow from there. It's a learning curve, I promise you. The other big mistake that I see people making, even if they're good at social media or good at making videos, is they try to use the same content across all the platforms. This is kind of a recipe for disaster because each platform has a different strategy. It also has a slightly different audience, and the audience has slightly different expectations. So taking a TikTok, for example, and just throwing it on YouTube is not going to be effective because one, the video is going to look weird. It's going to show up with those black bars on the side. And if people want a TikTok, they'll go to TikTok to find a TikTok, right? So understanding that you have to have a different approach to each platform. Don't try to, again, be all things to all places. That just ends up looking not as polished as it could be, and it could actually end up damaging your company from a branding perspective and from how people are looking at you, especially if people are really savvy on those platforms, and then they can kind of figure out you don't know what you're doing without even knowing anything about how great of a travel agent you might be. So you can make mistakes without even realizing it, I guess is what I'm trying to say there. So don't try to take the same thing and just put it all of the places. There's a few that can be cross-utilized when it makes sense, and that's okay. But don't try to take the same TikTok video and just put it everywhere and think that you're going to have amazing results. The next mistake that I see is not taking time to understand how to optimize each platform. How should I be showing up on Facebook? How should I be showing up on YouTube? How should I be showing up on Instagram, right? I'm actually going to dive into some of these in just a minute, so we're going to get into some of that. But it's understanding again that they are different animals, and it's kind of like if you have different pets, or you have in my case I have 3 different kids. They have completely different personalities. I have to have a different approach with each child. And yeah, it's frustrating as a parent. It's no different as a business owner when you deal with these platforms, but knowing how you need to have this one thrive the best and how you need to have the next one thrive the best, and on, taking the time to learning those things and working on your business and doing them effectively will get you way more results. So just remember, different optimization for each platform. The other thing is thinking you can do everything for free. Look, there's a lot of free things you can do, and there's nothing wrong with starting with the free stuff first. When people work with us in our Mastermind program, we literally say, do all these free things so you can get organic placement, you can do this, you can optimize here, and that's a whole laundry list. There's nothing wrong with doing some of those things out of the gate, but no, if you're really going to get serious with growing a team, growing substantial leads, or getting, leads in your computer every single day when you wake up, you're going to have to do some paid advertising. So you can kind of learn that as you go. And we're not talking about marketing budgets today. That's like a whole nother class, a whole nother session. But just know to have the best results, if you're looking to not have a hobby business and have a real robust travel business, you really want to be having some paid advertising, some targeted paid advertising. All right, the last mistake, and then we're going to move on from mistakes and get on to what we should be doing. But the last mistake is thinking that being on social media is the same as getting social media to work for you. What do I mean by this? How many of you, right at the end of the day, you're like, I'm going to just check in on TikTok real quick. And then 3 hours later, you're like, oh, I didn't feed my children and it's bedtime. What happened? Yeah, you're getting sucked into the social media matrix. That is not productive. You can't have business pages and then go and get sucked into the matrix and not be productive for 3 and 4 hours a day. So I laugh because you guys know it's happened to me too. I know it's happened to you, it's happened to me. But here's the thing. Creating and putting content on social media is not the same as going and engaging and spending hours a day in going through feeds and watching TikToks and watching a million YouTube videos and finding out what's going on with Aunt Hilda, right? So recognize there's a difference between creating and getting social media to work for you versus getting sucked into that matrix. I have my students ask me all the time, like, well, Cyndi, I saw you on YouTube today. I saw you on Facebook. I'm like, that's pre-scheduled. Like I did that 3 months ago, right? So you guys see me all the time on social media. I know you do because we have ads all the places. And, but I'm not really physically there today, right? That's stuff that is in my marketing machine that is happening. And I'm real careful, especially with TikTok. You guys know it's so addictive, but I'm real careful. I set time limits. I go in, I check on what do my clients need today? What do I need to update for the business? And then I get off. So just recognize working on your business versus like getting sucked into that matrix. No, not the same thing when it comes to social media, right? So try to separate those in your mind a little bit. All right, excuse me. I promised to share with you guys the top converting platforms. So this has been tried and true at least for the last 3 years, and sometimes these will flip in the top ranking, but the top 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Those 3, that is where the higher dollar clients are sitting. That is where we're seeing the most conversions. That is where you can do both free optimization plus ad targeting in different ways to get leads for your travel business. They all have a slightly different strategy to be successful, and they all can be optimized differently as well. So I'm actually going to get into that in our next point, which is how do you use social media to grow? So for the purposes of today's live stream or today's show, it's not a live stream. If you're live and you say hello, I'll say hello later, but we're not live. But for the purposes of today's show, thinking about how to use social media, I'm going to use those 3 platforms as an example and give you guys some good tips for each. So let's talk about like Facebook, like a level 1 type marketing. First thing you want to do is optimize your pages and groups, making sure you're doing all the things that are going to get more eyeballs on your pages and groups that you have in Facebook. The second thing that you can do in Facebook is run targeted ads. You can do an insane amount of targeting in your ad sets with Facebook. And so getting your ads and promotions in front of the right eyeballs is so key, and it's so easy to do on Facebook. Well, let me clarify the word easy. It's easy because they have so much data. The actual process of learning how to run ads, testing, calibrating, that's literally 3 modules in our Careers on Vacation program because it's a lot. But if you are just getting started, just know that is something you can do on Facebook. You can target communities to see your ads. You can target those clients that you're trying to reach. The next one is always be growing on your social media audience. We're talking about Facebook right now. Really, you want to always be growing all of them, but Facebook, you want to grow because the larger your community is, the more eyeballs you have, and there's different ways you can do both free and paid marketing once you have more of a following online. The next thing is use a video strategy to convert clients easier and faster. I am just laughing so hard after 2020 because I have been training video strategy since before video strategy was even a thing, right? Because video is so powerful. There's never been a time in history where you can open up your camera or your laptop and directly talk to consumers, right? So last year, of course, everyone's like video, because 2020 and everyone was home and all the things, and Zoom exploded, right? We've been using Zoom and video for like years and years and years. And rightfully so, it's a good marketing technique. So making sure you are using a solid video strategy to get yourself out in the market and get more clients will absolutely be a great way that you can use, a great way you can take those videos and leverage them on social media to grow. And last but not least, you want to run ads. You want to learn how to run ads on Facebook, and this is what people will say all the time too. Cyndi, I've been boosting ads on Facebook for a year and they're not working. That's because boosting ads don't work. There's different kinds of ads on Facebook, you guys. Stop boosting ads. Hello? 1974, stop boosting ads, right? Don't boost ads. When you boost an ad, basically what happens is like whatever your post was, they're like, oh, more people might want to see this. Facebook would love to they're going to take your money whether your ad gets results or not, right? When you boost a post, it automatically defaults your audience to like everybody 18 and older and the whole United States or the whole country that you're in, depending on where you're watching this video from. There's no targeting in that audience. You literally you might as well have crumpled up that $5 bill and threw it out your front door or ran it through a paper shredder. Useless. Those are useless ads, okay? So avoid boosting unless you have pre-saved targeted ad sets, which is, that's level 2. We're on level 1 today. But that's a couple suggestions for Facebook, guys. Let's talk about YouTube real quick and some things you can do to optimize better over on YouTube and get better results over there. First thing is just share what you love. Like, I know we're in February, so we have all of the love happening on the set, but I talk about travel every day because I love travel. What do you love? What destinations do you love talking about? Start in that place of what you love, and that's a great place to start on YouTube, and it doesn't cost you anything, right? You can make videos for free. Then you want to think about evolving your content to create content that people want. What do people want to learn about right now? What do they want to hear about? What are they curious about? So you want to start just kind of making a list of like videos that you can make on YouTube, and then start creating that content and make sure you have that, you can utilize it in different places once it's created. But for now, just remember you want to create quality content that people want to see. Next is develop a video strategy, right? A good video strategy means you not only have a system for your videos, but it also positions you as an expert for the things that you're trying to sell. It also gives you a platform to invite clients to work with you. If you're a Disney travel agent, for example, you sell a lot of Disney and that's kind of your niche, and you want to spotlight what's going on at the Flower and Garden Festival this year, right? You're talking about that. It also gives you an opportunity to share the information, give people some value, and also invite them to work with you, right? So those are ways that you can use video. The other thing with YouTube is you don't have to go right to paid ads with YouTube. You can totally start with organic first. You can grow your channel organically and get more eyeballs on your channel that way. So, and there's different things that you can do to optimize your YouTube channel, but this at least gives you kind of a core list to start with in terms of dipping your toe into these platforms. And last but not least, we want to talk a little bit about Instagram. I want you guys to think about Instagram as a platform where you want to be visually beautiful for the audience, or you want your agency to be, it's like a brochure. It's like a beautiful, slick brochure for your agency out in the world. And on one side of the token, right? So Instagram is like those beautiful photos. You're sharing what you're doing. It has information about your travel business. And then the other element to Instagram is kind of the behind the scenes. That's how you can leverage features like stories. There's stories, toy, I like to call it, and you can kind of share, like sometimes when I'm making videos, right, I'll be like, I'm in the studio filming today, and you guys get to see like the behind the scenes of what I'm doing on these YouTube videos, but only on Instagram. You have to follow me on Instagram. Oh, by the way, let me put my thing up there. You can go follow me right now at Wanderlust CEO, and you can see the behind the scenes stuff that we're doing as we create the videos. But that's how you want to leverage how you want to leverage Instagram. So kind of having that beautiful place that they land on your main page, and then stories. And then you also can run ads on Instagram. So that's another one where you can do targeted ads as well. So, and here's a bonus tip too for any platform that you're on, but especially for these three. Use their toys, right? So I talked about Instagram stories. There's also Facebook stories, Facebook Watch, there's Instagram Reels, there's IGTV, there's the YouTube's community once you have over 1,000 subs on your channel. So there's all of these different things that when you use them in a certain way will help you get a few more views on your algorithm and help you get more followers and grow your community in those places. So don't get overwhelmed. I know I'm throwing a lot of social media at you guys. This is literally what I do every day, is help people with marketing and sales and all aspects of growing their travel business. But social media is a powerful way to begin marketing. And there's easily 5 other marketing systems though that you can do to put in your marketing machine that will help you grow like crazy. So I always preface whenever I do a marketing video that good marketing should be multifaceted. So you're not putting all your eggs in Facebook or all your eggs in Instagram. You want to have a multifaceted approach. And in addition to social media, there's other things you should be doing too. So, but I hope I know the core purpose of this video today was social media. I hope we gave you some great things to think about. And also I wanted to let you know if the things that I'm sharing with you today are resonating and you feel a little overwhelmed with social media or marketing systems or how to build a marketing machine, how to get more leads, or running an online travel business successfully from day one if you haven't even started yet, or if you have been struggling to be relevant in the online space and you know you need support and you need help in these areas, I invite you to apply to our Careers on Vacation Mastermind. That's my 12-week program where we literally walk you through everything that you need to launch, grow, and supersize your travel business. You get access to my entire team, the same team that took me from multiple six figures a year to six figures consistently every single month. You get our entire training program, and you also get access to me. But most importantly, it's that one-on-one support. This is not just an e-program that's going to sit and get dust on your computer. My team is in there helping you put these things in place, because when you get to IG stories, you're like, how do I do that again? Or what the heck is Facebook Watch for? Or what are all the things, right? So you have real people, imagine that, helping you put these things in place to support you as you grow. And of course, Careers on Vacation is ASTA affiliated travel school as well. ASTA is the American Society of Travel Advisors and known industry-wide. And if you haven't already checked out our reviews on YouTube, we just hit last month over 100 case studies, you guys, 100 people just like you who worked with our company to launch, grow, and supersize their travel business. So check those out and see if those stories resonate for you. And if you're ready to apply, go to careersonvacation.com/ready now, and we can help you through that process of understanding what your goals are and seeing if it's a fit to work together. But guys, no matter what, I want to just thank you for watching today and wish you so much love, so much abundance. If you're not already following us over on social media, definitely check us out on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, all the places. And listen, give us a big like, and don't forget to subscribe on this video. And guys, I will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.